Americans are dying because of Democrat policies. As you all know, Democrats, with the votes of complicit Republicans, have packed the United States with tens of millions of illegal aliens, many of them violent criminals. As the America First coalition works to undo the damage and restore a government of, by, and for the people, Democrats are busy lying to avoid accountability. And certain Republicans are aiding those Democrats in that pursuit. Breaking free from the America Last crowd, that's my focus in today's preamble. Let me start in my home state of Texas. The Associated Press, fake news, launched a broadside against Attorney General Ken Paxton, making accusations against the Attorney General, accusations that ended up being false. Left-wing media outlets masquerading as news organizations stupidly, thoughtlessly, and with no examination simply ran the story, but then they had to reverse course. One of the outlets, the Dallas Morning News, or what I call the Democrat Morning News, issued this retraction, quote, "A previous post shared on this account included a link to this story, which was edited to remove an error by the Associated Press that included incorrect information about Texas homestead property exemptions on houses owned by Ken Paxton," end quote. This was a feeble and lame effort, folks, this whole fake story, to link the conservative Attorney General Ken Paxton with the likes of leftists like Adam Schiff and Letitia James. But oddly enough, John Cornyn, the left-wing senator who's being challenged by Ken Paxton, his campaign reportedly had an ad ready to go as the fake news story dropped. I, your liberty-loving Latino, know that you can't crank out an ad that fast if the Cornyn campaign contends that it found out about the fake news story when the rest of us did. So I'd like to know, did the Cornyn camp have foreknowledge of the fake news story? Or perhaps, did the campaign furnish the fake news story to the Associated Press in a coordinated political hit? I'd like to know. You know, the left-wing press, what they love almost as much as anti-American Democrats. Republicans who align with those anti-American Democrats. It's a historical fact that John Cornyn is a reliable ally to the Democrat Party, a party that has been doing immeasurable and unspeakable damage to our people, including all of John Cornyn's votes to fully fund Joe Biden and his Democrats' illegal alien invasion of this country. Not once did John Cornyn vote against fully funding the Democrats' illegality. And our people continue to pay a price. ICE officers in Chicago arrested Luis Mendoza Gonzalez, a 52-year-old criminal illegal alien from Mexico, who was charged in April with concealing the decapitated body of a missing woman in a storage container in his yard for 2 months, abusing her corpse and obstruction of justice. After the gruesome allegations of a crime were revealed, a leftist judge from Lake County, Randy Bruno, released the criminal illegal alien. It took weeks for ICE agents to find and arrest him. In another sanctuary jurisdiction, New York City, an illegal alien shot an ICE officer in the face. The officer is fighting for his life. Another crime that was 100% preventable if only Democrats hadn't allowed millions of illegal aliens to invade our nation, and if complicit Republicans like John Cornyn hadn't voted his voting record to fully fund that dangerous policy. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem didn't hold back her disgust with the America Last crowd's embrace of criminality.
There's absolutely zero reason that someone who is scum of the earth like this should be running loose on the streets of New York City. Arrested 4 different times in New York City, and because of the mayor's policies and was released back to do harm to people and to individuals living in this city. Make no mistake, this officer is in the hospital today fighting for his life because of the policies of the mayor of this city.
And then Tom Homan dropped the mic and helped me bring this preamble full circle as he condemned the absolute piles of left-wing, unfair scum who now populate the vast majority of the nation's newsrooms.
I want to say one more thing. I'm sick and tired of reading in the media every day how ICE is not doing what the Trump administration has promised, that we're not arresting criminals, that most of the people we're arresting are not criminals. I look at the numbers every day. The numbers I looked at the other day, 130,000 arrests and 90,000 criminals. Do the math. That's 70%.
You know, folks, I thank God for my wonderful wife, my kids, my country, the greatest nation ever. And Americans like you who believe in the truth, the Chris Salcedo Show will never stop fighting for you.
The Chris Salcedo Show, for the news you need to know.